Okay, let's go ahead and begin. Today I am going to do a presentation over evaluating and selecting information sources from the library. But since we are not in the library, we're going to do online sources, okay? So we're going to go ahead and begin. When you are selecting information, when you're on the internet or on your computer, on your device, you have to be aware of what you're looking at and what information is fiction and nonfiction. Okay, so what is it that you're going to believe? What is it that that is fake, that's out there? All right. Okay, so let's look at the next one. So here, if you look at the screen, it says, which would you trust? So here we have NASA's official page on space exploration. And over here we have a site that says the moon is made of cheese.
The other one? Not the moon. NASA.
Not the moon, the NASA one, right? So this one looks like it's what?
Fake.
Fake. AI, fake, fiction, very good. This one looks
Real.
more real, more
Non-fiction.
like it contains information
Non-fiction.
that we have. Non-fiction. So remember, when we're looking at books, in the library, and we have our nonfiction and our fiction books, our nonfiction are all of the real information. They have information in them that we need, okay? That is real, that is researched. And then we have our fiction, they're made up stories, okay? All right. So we've determined that the moon, this is more like a humorous site here, and the made of cheese moon is probably not real, all right? Okay. All right, so if you look at the front of your paper, it looks like this, and it says notes, okay? And then it says CRAAP. This is what I want you to write down. C is for currency. Go ahead and write that down. C is for currency. So this is what we're going to use to evaluate resources or the sources that we find. Okay, it's called the CRAAP test or the CRAP test. Okay, I know it sounds funny, but that's what it is. So the first one is currency. The R is for relevance. Relevance. The first A is for authority. That's authority. The second A is for accuracy. Just spell it the best you can. Accuracy.
I'm not sure if it says propose or purpose. There you go.
I'll tell you here. Yeah, it's not going to show the bottom one, okay? Purpose. So P is for purpose, okay? So for currency, is it current and up to date? Okay, you can write that next to currency. That's why you have a long line there. Is it current? So you have to look at dates. You have to look at dates in your book, but also when you're looking on a website, you're going to look for the date. You don't want to be reading something that is 1998, okay, and it's talking about information that's quite old, because now we're in 2025, so we want to find something that's closer to the date that we are now, okay? The R, relevance. Does it answer my research question? Okay, what is it that you're looking for? So if you were looking for information on the moon, is the moon made of cheese something that's really going to answer your question about the moon? Okay, and no is correct. So does it answer my research question is the next one. Okay, authority, the first A. Who created it? Okay, are they qualified experts? So you can put qualified experts. Who's writing the article? Okay, is it some YouTube influencer, or is it somebody who you can consider to be qualified?
Do we write the definition?
You know, you can just write single words like qualified experts. Okay. If you feel better writing the entire sentence, then it's okay, you can. C was current and up to date. The second A for accuracy is it supported by evidence, okay? Who's doing the writing? Do they have evidence or are they just rambling on writing about something? Supported by evidence. So you want to look for the person who's the author's citations or their sources. Who are they referencing in their article or even on their website? And then finally, the last one that you wrote down was the P for purpose. Why was it created? Okay, so the website that we looked at just a minute ago, NASA is going to create something about the moon because it has to do with space. They would be a more credible site. They have a purpose behind what they are presenting on their website, as opposed to somebody just trying to be funny and saying that the moon is made of cheese. Are they trying to inform you? Okay, give you facts and information, or are they trying to just entertain you?
And fact, education, and entertainment.
Okay, so this is the test that we will be using. Make sure you have all 5 of them filled out. Okay, so now applying the CRAP test. Okay, so we looked at the 2 sites. The NASA website was our credible source. We determined that. And then our not reliable source was the Moon Cheese site. Okay, so we saw that NASA was going to be its currency. It was up to date. It was relevant. It addresses space stuff. So if we're looking for stuff about space or the moon, it's going to be a relevant site. Okay, it's written by NASA scientists. The articles are. It's peer reviewed, meaning that they check each other's site. Somebody is checking the articles that are going onto this site and making sure that it's accurate. And their purpose is to educate the public about space exploration, okay? And in our case, the moon. The Moon Cheese site was not reliable, okay? It had no date on there. Like someone said earlier, it looked like AI. It looked like somebody had just made it up. There was no author. There was no date. It wasn't relevant to what we're looking for. Okay, so fact or flop. So we're going to do a website challenge game here. So turn your paper over. And on the back, you will see it says CRAP test worksheet. Okay, so I'm going to pass out to you 2 websites, 2 articles on 2 different websites. And you and your partner, and you can just work with the person next to you, or you can become a 3 if you need to, okay? There's 2. Okay, so you will see 2 websites here. So open or separate your 2 packets.
Ladies.
No, like one of them says 10 of the most amazing dinosaurs discovered in 2021. And the other one says conspiracy theorists ask why dinosaur bones aren't everywhere if they really existed. So here we have two websites, 2 sites, 2 articles. So here's your website challenge. You're going to take your paper and write down website number 1 Okay, website number 1 is going to be the National Geographic. Okay, so write that down. National Geographic. And then website number 2 is going to be, you can just put conspiracy theorist on there, which is in the title.
Wait, how you spell it?
It's on the second page.
Okay.
No, her page. Conspiracy theorist.
Oh, okay.
And then National Geographic is at the top of the other packet. Okay, so we're gonna put our crap test to the test here. Okay, check out your skills. Your mission is to form your team, so you have your team. You have your sources in front of you. Thank you, and sorry. You're going to investigate and evaluate. Okay, so you're gonna quickly skim through. You can read the articles. I'm gonna give you 7 minutes, and then you're going to make your decision for each website. Okay, so you're gonna go through the C. Is it a strong website for C, or is it weak? And all you're gonna do is check it off. Decide if the site is strong or weak for each category. Then circle the site that is most trustworthy. And then at the bottom is a group decision. Which site is more trustworthy, and then why? 1 to 2 sentences. Okay? All right, you may begin. You have 7 minutes.
Okay, is this current? Was it published? Current? Is it relevant? Does it answer a specific research question? Is this written by somebody who knows?
So once you read through it, you and your partner can discuss what you read and what the other person read. Why is it to inform strong article for purpose? Does it have enough information?
Form, cell, persuader,
Does it answer? So you were researching, what did it answer your question? Okay. Yeah, so if you, for relevance, if you were researching dinosaurs, then would it be relevant to your research? Okay, so which one of the two would be more relevant? No, you're just checking if it's strong or weak. So the National Geographic check strong or weak in each category. So this one is information.
Yeah, it's still current. Would you like to start with 2021 or 2019?
Yeah, if it's older than 10 years.
Relevant.
Research question, injury question.
You're recording? So you are hot.
Yes, so there's only 4 years old. Some can only live about 10, 15 years. You wouldn't want to find something 2015. And that goes for books too. When we look at books, or as your librarian, I go in and I look at the copyright of the books. If they're too old, I have to replace them. Yeah, yeah, that's what we were just talking about. Yeah, something that is 4 years old is not old.
Okay, I was like. Can you tell me why?
You were yeah, but it's actually a lot about what this does it have any valid information there? It has way more valid facts. So, yeah, so you were, reasoning that would this article about yes, it is, but in the question that when you're researching it, you're gonna get more facts.
Okay, yeah, we're staying out. I just wrote down what the information there was.
Too much information.
No. Wait, you can't say that people do that stuff.
Why was it written, so why is this person writing to do what? To inform, sell, is this person trying to actually give you information, or are they trying to make you believe something different? Are they trying to entertain you? Don't go that way, don't go that way, don't go that way.
You can't be in the video, Shay. Stay muted.
All right, let's go ahead and continue. All right, so let's look at existed or not. So you have one article that talks about the dinosaurs. Okay, look at the website that it came from. So I pointed it out to some of you at the top of the paper. And then the other one, conspiracy theorists ask why. Okay, why did dinosaurs exist or not, and why or why not? Okay, so what was the article about in the crack test for the first one? What did you put for the currency?
Strong.
Strong. And why did you put strong?
Because
It was discovered in 2021.
but it showed us like date someone put the thing they were asking and stuff.
Okay.
Like what they were telling.
Okay. And so it had dates. It had a good date. Do you think that it answered your research question? Yes. Okay. So if you were doing research on dinosaurs and you were trying to decide between one website and the other, this one had more information to give you. Okay, more reliable information to give you. So that was that strong or weak? Okay. Let's see. Was it an expert writing it?
Yes.
Yes. Strong. Is it supported with facts, sources, or evidence?
Yes.
Yes. So that would be strong. Why was it written? To inform, sell, persuade, or entertain?
Strong.
Strong, but
All.
to inform. Yes, to inform you. Okay. Now let's look at website number 2. The conspiracy theorist. What is a conspiracy theorist?
Someone that said stuff
That
that
has an
isn't real.
opinion. Has an opinion.
Okay, it's an opinion. Someone who, if you're looking at the bottom, is trying to do what? To sell, inform, persuade, or entertain you. Which one of those would be the best? Persuade. Okay, they're giving you their opinion. Some may even be an entertainment. Okay, but they're trying to ask questions as to why the dinosaurs didn't exist. If they existed, how come their bones aren't everywhere? Okay, that's her question. Okay.
My reason is because the dinosaur bones are almost found, are rarely found some places, but there are only some in Texas and other places.
Right, and that's what her question is into why dinosaurs didn't exist. Because their bones aren't scattered everywhere. Okay?
They don't have to.
Right.
Most
Okay.
are in
So
Alaska.
in with the relevance, would something like this answer your question?
No.
No. If you're doing research, she's just going on about why they didn't exist when you're trying to find relevant information about dinosaurs.
It was just,
Okay.
question the existence.
Correct. Did this one have a date?
No.
There was no date. So that immediately made it weak. Okay? It didn't answer your question. There was an author, but because she calls herself a conspiracy theorist, we wouldn't consider her an expert. And it is not supported by facts because it's her what?
Opinion.
Her opinion. Okay, it's her opinion as to why she believes that they don't exist. Okay? All right, so which site was the most trustworthy?
Number one.
Number 1. Okay, the site on the amazing dinosaurs discoveries. And they continue to find more and more discoveries, okay, on the dinosaurs. So that was going to be your best choice there. Okay, so when you are using your crab test and you're looking for sources on which source to find, okay, whether it be for entertainment, maybe you like dinosaurs and you just want to find information, but you want to be informed correctly. Okay, you don't just want to go out there and find stuff like conspiracy people who are trying to change your mind. Okay, so look for red flags: outdated, no evidence, poor quality. The information is like wishy-washy, and they don't really have a purpose. They're just out there putting information on the internet. Okay. Okay, so becoming an information expert. Now you have the tools in front of you with the test part, how to evaluate, okay? There will come a time where you will be doing research. So always question your sources. Don't just accept and click on anything. That goes for books also, okay? There's books out there that are published, that are in libraries. They're going to contradict each other. Some may say one thing about some information, and then you're going to find another one that has a different kind of information. So it's always, what is it that you're needing? What is it that you're looking for? So that's the question, okay? Use your crab test and also share what you've learned. Help your friends, help your neighbors when you're doing your research and looking for your sources. Okay, does anybody have any questions? Look at the front on where you wrote your notes. On the bottom, you have a big blank spot there. And it says, one red flag I'll look for in a website is, okay, Okay, and that's about as big as I can make it. So write this down right here. One red flag I'll look for in websites is, and tell me what that red flag will be. You write it down. You're not going to say it out loud yet.
What does it mean by red flag?
Like, what are the red flags? Like what I just mentioned. What are you going to be looking for? Like, if the date is, there is no date, okay? There's not an author listed. If you just feel that the information just might not be quite right, then go find a second source, okay? And see what they say about your topic.
That was my first at the original date, so.
Think about the warning signs that will help you spot reliable sources in your future selections. Do not get up. Stay seated. Okay, so now you're equipped with some tools that you can use. So I will take your paper up here in just a minute. I want to thank you guys for allowing me to be here with you today as your librarian and sharing the information on selecting sources in the library and online. Okay, thank you.